You running around here acting like you home? Mom! Mom! Leave me alone! No! Mom! Stop! I'm gonna show you right here. Man. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't do it! Leave me alone! No! Shut up! Stop screaming for your mama. She can't help you. Come on!
Donald Trump of raping a 13-year-old girl in 1994 before threatening to allegedly harm her and her family if she talked. The woman's been identified in court documents as Jane Doe. She claims to have met Donald Trump at several parties in the Upper East Side thrown by billionaire investor Jeffrey Epstein during the 1990s. And the suit alleges that Trump and Epstein lured the then 13-year-old and several other young women or girls to the parties with promises of modeling careers and cash. And according to the allegations, Donald Trump tied her to a bed, exposed himself, presumably his penis, and raped her while ignoring her pleas to stop. Now, you might hear these allegations and say, David, you're just making stuff up. Well, no, I'm not making stuff up. I'm relaying to you what has been alleged in this federal filing. The suit states that Donald Trump responded to the pleas to stop by violently striking the plaintiff in the face with his open hand. And
you know who's one of the great beauties of the world, according to everybody, and I helped create her? Who? Ivanka. My daughter, Ivanka.
Yeah.
If Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her. You know?
Stop it. Oh, it's so weird. Stop. You know what? You are sick. Yeah. Well, you're known for saying outrageous things, Mr. Trump.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, well, nice to see you guys. Thank you. See you back home, I hope.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
We're going to leave this way.
You are watching The Beast Within.
For breakfast, the palms of your hands will eat at the counter as your knees knock against the wood underneath while he rapes you again. Face the mirror, but do not look at yourself. Close your eyes, be ashamed. You're supposed to feel violated. This is your fault. This is what you get for being nice and quiet and polite. Open your eyes. Can't you see your whole life? You've been bit at the back, knees bent, head held slack, silence intact, silence and act, violence a gift, present against your soul. This assault is gold. Mine is tight, bold, overtold, and not spoken about enough to be spoken about out loud. But you are not the only one.
Males are often raped and abused, but too often they are ashamed to keep silent. Listen to this brother tell his story.
My mama said somebody probably touched you too. That big wills, they trigger you too. That we both know present and absent daddies, so you be seeking forgiveness and gifts with your kids before you leave bars for bars too. And when you leave, a mom's at home would too, but who could blame you? My mama said all you probably knew was playtime, TV, and school. So by the time your soul was discovered lost, you still needed your training wheels too. So I pray you ain't training wheels too. Said she don't know why that man touched you. That your mother, who could barely pray for you, became accustomed to his misuse and being abused. The alcohol and drug use, then cried to me that your youth, it had nothing to do with what he did to you. Tell me, how old are you when they're beating you? Does your mother know he's beating you? Can you hear him beating her too? Beat and bleeding defeat, weeping out her prayers for you, that the father you got won't ever be you. But when I would resist, you grip my wrists with your fists, yank my arms, block kicks, tell your sisters we're just playing, won't stop twisting my wrist. Get off me, man, boys, they don't do this. Still cries the boy who was barely 6. So why you play with my innocence? Like I could explain how I became an abomination to them, a bond in sin, sick and shook, and I asked God on bended knee why he planned this for me. And if it condemns my very soul, how he let the weight of this world lay its hands on me, how the Almighty let some spirits fondle the spirit in me, how he let the enemy make friends of the family, and how the family can never see the enemy.
Protect your children. The monster is no longer in the closet. It's lurking within.
Tell me, am I really free? Could have been my mother crying for my brother, and everybody's praying for peace. But who's gonna protect us from the police? Keep these chains off me, 'cause I don't wanna be another seat underneath the hanging tree. Pray for me, Lord, don't let me be another seat underneath the hanging tree. Brains on our bodies, color of purple fruit, shoot. Power of the blind, designers that don't give a damn about you.